Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem had a plethora of issues, according to social media. But ugly, fat April O'Neil is one of them. And it's pretty widespread that people do not like her design. I've made a video about this already back when they first released the trailer for the movie. Got a lot of backlash, got called racist and fatphobic and all that good stuff. But I digress. They released more pictures showing concept art and stuff. And not only that, but there's also an action figure that they dropped or they've made changes to it, and there's speculation around why that is based on different regions and so on and so forth. We're going to dive on that here in a second. But first, man, my camera's a little off center. Okay, first, let me just show you guys. So this tweet says, every single person who mistakenly thought April O'Neil was originally black used that as an excuse for the current designs of April, which we already know. April O'Neil was not originally black. She just had a perm because that was the style back then. But I digress. There is no excuse for this. This is the uglification of your culture to replace it with one that hates you. People are tired of it. So this is the April O'Neil most of us love. Okay? This is the one I loved seeing when I was a kid. And here we have concept arts for April O'Neil Mutant Mayhem, and she looks just as ugly as these concept arts. So they cited their approach. The artist tweeted out concept art pictures. I have a hard time going after art, but at the same time, when you are transforming a character, this isn't fan art. This is actual art used for the property. Hey, we're going in. We're diving in. No holding back in this kind of situation. Which, speaking of fan art, oh my gosh, I just randomly, for no reason, was like, I wonder what Reddit's up to. I hate Reddit, but I pop on there, see the worst Lara Croft fan art of my life. And I wanted so bad to just tweet it out, but I'm like, I can't do this to fan artists, but I will dunk on the real artists of things. Okay. Just have a visual, man. They gave Lara Croft a happy trail, hair on her belly. All right. Anyway, enough hijacking this video. April O'Neil. Okay. So this is what they do. They make her grotesquely ugly. And then they say, if you don't like it, you're racist. That's their approach. Because for some reason, they can't give us an attractive, even if they wanted a race swap, which I don't like race swaps, but even if they wanted to, they could have done it good. Look at this AI doing it here. Okay. Love this one. I think that would have been a lot more palatable, right? She's younger, so maybe a kid version of this. I've already, in my last video talking about this, I gave an example I thought was cute, and I was called racist for that for some reason. At least make her pretty. I mean, April O'Neil is a pretty character. At least make her pretty. To me, that's insulting to black nerd women who and girls who like these types of things, and they get their representation and it's uglified. Same with freaking Tanya on Mortal Kombat 1. They just make them ugly for some reason. I don't know why. Overwatch does a good job with the cute black girls. So does League of Legends. But unfortunately, we see a lot of examples of this where they do the race swap and they make her ugly. It's just tough out there. It's tough out there for black girl nerds. Especially if they want to do cosplays. Who's going to want to cosplay this? Nobody. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about this action figure because there were changes to it. All right, this comes to us from Bounding Into Comics. It says, White April O'Neil, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem action figure leads to speculation. Character could be changed for markets outside of the United States. And there might have been a mistake with product and shipping and all that. I don't know. We'll see. A new April O'Neil action figure from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem film depicts April O'Neil's white and has led to speculation that the character will be depicted as white in markets outside of the United States. So here we have this tweet from Thomas Connors Jr. Okay, look at this. We're going to zoom in. Here you have the action figure, and here you have it again where she's light skin. Maybe not so much white, but light skin, right? That's, to me, if this was deliberate, then it just shows that they're virtue signaling. Their virtue isn't actually virtuous. It's all for just whatever reason. But to me, I think the most egregious thing is that she's fat and ugly, you know? I don't like race swaps, but her being fat and ugly, like, I think most of us would have forgiven it if she was cute. But that's not the case. So then they just changed the skin color. They should have changed the body type too, but everything, honestly, all of it, it's just not cute. All right, so the speculation comes from Midnight's Edge host Tom Connors, who was given images of 2 separate Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem Ooze Cruisin' figures. All right, one of the toy sets depicts April O'Neil as the race replaced black character as seen in advertisements, trailers, and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem film. However, in the other set, O'Neil is designed as white. I would say light skin. Or, I don't know, she does kind of look white there. You know what? Dude, this doesn't even just look like... Gosh, it's like... We're zooming in, man. It doesn't even look... I'd have to get a look in person, but it doesn't even look like just a repaint. Well, actually, I think they might have even made the lips thinner. Did they? Oh, because her lips are full there. Oh, bro, if they actually did that, it was absolutely deliberate. I thought, okay, it might have been some error in production. Oh, dude. Aha. The conspiracy runs deep here. As for why the one image features white April O'Neil, Connors detailed that the source who provided him with the images informed him it could be sold in another market like China. Because the race is there. This is why Disney, with all their virtue signaling with stuff, but you see their posters are changing stuff all the time with the black characters covering their faces, lightening their skin, hiding them all together from the posters, removing them, making them smaller. It's insane. And that's why you can't tell me Disney and all these other companies that do this stuff, they're not virtuous. I think part of it is they want the uproar because it gives them some free advertisement. All right, so Connor specifically wrote, the person who sent the image speculated that the variant may be for another market like China. He later clarified that the white April O'Neil being sold to foreign markets was simply speculative. Oh, and here we got eyes. All right. Right. When YouTuber Heels versus Babyface Poseidon, America love China money long time. Connors responded just speculative at this point, but the lipstick is sus as heck, making you think, much like the poster / gay snafu, this was not an actual mistake. Here's the thing is that gay character, which I made a video about it, I got a lot of people commenting saying, she's not gay, she's a girl. Dude, I feel like they made this ambiguous on purpose because that bug character was voiced by a dude, unless I'm mistaken. That's from what I've saw on Twitter and all that, was voiced by a dude. The poster had the character listed as himself. Oh, and now they're saying, oh, it was a marketing mistake. She's a girl. I'm not buying it. I am thinking that they were a little too scared to commit to what they were going to do, and they had so they put that in there ambiguously or changed things last minute after Bud Light backlash or something like that, and then made an excuse and wait, no, try to gaslight everybody. Okay, if that character were actually supposed to be female, why wouldn't she have a female voice actor? I don't buy it. I think they're just trying to insert their gay stuff. and make it, and now it's ambiguous, and now it's just, yeah. All right, so Connors did attempt to get a comment from Playmates Toys after he was provided another example of April being depicted as white next to one of her being depicted as black by Twitter user Monkey Jeebas. Connors shared the photo of the two ooze cruising boxes and then questioned any comment at Playmates Toys. Bro. Reacting to Connors' original revelation, Neon from Clownfish TV speculates Playmates Toys might have messed up on distributing a number of the toys and shipped what could be Chinese or foreign market toys to the domestic United States markets. Like we wouldn't find out anyway? He said, if this is the case, if there are rare white Aprils out there, oh my goodness, this is going to cause a whole nother set of issues. If this is legitimate and if it makes its way stateside, and this looks like U.S. packaging to me, if it makes its way stateside, expect lots of howling on Twitter. I'm super curious about that. It's the lips and the lipstick that leads me to believe it's entirely possible that this was deliberate. Okay. As for whether O'Neill might be changed from black to white in a Chinese or foreign release of the actual film, dude, like they would get away with that. We'll see. Neon and his co-host Geeky Sparkles dismissed that idea. Geeky Sparkles questioned, why would you have different versions of her? Neon responded, hey, we know they do all kinds of crazy stuff to appeal to China, and this is an animated movie. Animated movies usually do pretty well in China. However, there are certain things that they don't like in China. Unfortunately, we've seen a lot of cases, in the case of Disney especially, where they've tried to minimalize African-American actors, black actors in productions on posters. We've got to hide them, shrink them. Yes, they always do that. Geeky Sparkles then questioned again, how are they going to change it for the whole movie though? Neon reported, palette swap. I don't think they're going to do that. Yeah, I don't think they would either, because the backlash from the US would be just pure insanity. I kind of would understand that backlash. I think, if you're going to do the race swap, and here's the thing with this character, the most egregious thing is just that she's ugly. That's the worst thing about this character. I think that people would have accepted the race swap a lot more, as, we've already seen a race swapped April in Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and she didn't get nearly as much backlash for that. I think that the character design of her was boring, just trying to make her nerdy and way different. Not so much that she's black, but just so much that, hey, April O'Neil was a beautiful character. And it was the dichotomy of, wow, here is this gorgeous woman who hangs out with the Ninja Turtles, who are, freaks of society, right? And it was that dichotomy that made it what it was. And so whenever you make April O'Neil ugly too, especially uglier than the Turtles, it's like, interesting. And as we've showed with AI art and stuff, you can make if you insist on race swapping her, you can still make a pretty black version of her, right? And she's a kid. Well, why you gotta make her an ugly kid? Especially a fat kid. Dude, there ain't no excuse for kids being fat. That is negligence. That is just, dude, do better, parents. Don't let your kids get fat. You're setting them up for the rest of their lives to struggle with weight. That's another discussion. All right. So anyway, she continued questioning, then why release the toy over there at all, or even release the toy over there? The action figure set is available at Target in the United States as well as Kmart in Australia. I was going to say Kmart. I thought that was Kmart was done. It's retailing for $54.99 at Target and $85 at Kmart. What the crap? That's a lot of money for this. Wow. What do you make of this speculation that a white April O'Neil could be featured in Teenage? Yeah, okay. I don't think she will in the actual movie. I don't think they're going to do that. But I do think with the action figure, it does appear deliberate to me. I don't know if I'd necessarily call her white. I think I would call her more light skin. But given the lipstick color differences, it's one thing where it's like, oh, okay, well, the paint, they ran out of the darker paint, something happened. But with the lipstick being seemingly a completely different color, it looks deliberate to me. I'm going to say that. But this is ugly. It's like changing the skin line. She's ugly. The problem isn't so much the skin color, even though that the problem is the inaccuracies with the skin color. The skin color isn't the contributing factor of why people think she's ugly. They think she's ugly because it's just plain ugly character design. But anyway, I digress. That's that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Don't forget to read your Bible today. I'll catch you next time. And in the meantime, go boom.